I'm struck by the fact that all the great treaties that govern global issues were signed during the Cold War. I mean, whether it's on Antarctica or on outer space or all, of course, the nuclear arms control
and
treaties.
Also efforts to sort of eradicate, polio, for instance, or smallpox, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. And all these things happen in a very polarized environment between basically the US and the USSR, or the West and the Eastern Bloc. And what I'm struck by is that the momentum for treaties, you don't really imagine a big UN treaty in a traditional sense being negotiated and signed now. And so that tells you something about not just that the situation now would be worse than in the Cold War, because we shouldn't think there was some kind of a golden age of cooperation.
Of course,
the Cold War was very contentious, etc. But at least there was a diplomacy, and there was a normative momentum that was largely lost. But also because, and I think that goes into the explanation about the complexity of this world, because even if you had a regular UN treaty that we could negotiate, if it came to the US Senate, would it have any chance of being ratified now? That would be difficult. So it tells us about also the polarization of countries, which in turn make global cooperation more difficult, right? Because we've seen, and that's one of the reasons why the Paris Peace Forum was created in 2018. It was not so much about the Cold War rhetoric, US, China, etc. It was more because we could clearly see that multilateralism was having a hard time, not only because of great power competition, but also because of populism, for lack of a better word, and that many countries were looking inward, were sort of more and more introvert, and hesitating to be internationalists, if you'd like. And so I think there is a dose of Cold War in the current situation, but it's somehow it's worse in terms of managing global issues. We seem to have more difficulty getting to agreements, especially formal ones.